John Chow here from johnchow.com, and welcome to Driving with John Chow. I want to talk to you about income producing activity and why, when you're making money online, you need to concentrate on doing the highest level of income producing activity. Because if you do that, well, obviously, like if you instead of making $10 an hour online, that means that in order to make good money, you need to work a lot of hours. But if you can increase that to say $1,000 an hour or $10,000 an hour, then you don't have to work as many hours in income producing activities. So that leaves you time to concentrate on priceless activities. I'll talk a bit about that in a little bit. But income producing activities online can be anything. It'll be range from writing a blog post, creating an ad, setting up sales funnel, a whole bunch of stuff can produce income producing activity. You could put some company will pay you to click on ads, that kind of stuff. Those are income producing activities. But to make the big money, you need to produce at the highest level income producing activity. And I want to give you examples of various income producing activities that pay various amount. Like on the low end, you can be part of those little pay to surf scheme that give you I don't know, I think it works up to $1 an hour, if even that. So you probably don't want to do those because when you're getting paid that little, you have to spend too much time online. But at least that's still better than the zero income producing activity, which is like surfing Facebook. That they don't pay you anything, right? So let's look at higher income producing activity. For me, writing a blog post. Writing a blog post, because of the size of my blog and the traffic it gets, writing a blog post to me pays me on average about $500 an hour. $500 an hour. And depending on the size of your blog, it could be anywhere from zero to probably more than $500 an hour. All right. So that's an example of a high income producing activity online. Another example, you want to go higher than that, say over $1,000 an hour, that would be producing a sales funnel. Producing a sales funnel, because I spend my time creating a sales funnel, and then when you look at the amount of money this sales funnel will make, it works out to over $1,000 an hour for the amount of time I spent making a sales funnel. So that's a very, very high income producing activity. So if I'm given a choice between, what should I do? This is why I have writers who write the blog post for me. Because $500 an hour is great, but honestly, I can make more by concentrating on higher income producing activities. And this is what you need to look at. You look at, I can do this activity online, or I can do this activity online. Ask yourself, which activity will make you more per hour? And then do the one that's more per hour. Right? This is why I have writers. Instead of me producing all the blog content, I have writers write the content for me. Okay? So if I want to make more than $1,000 an hour, and I do, so what is the activity I do then? Well, I have an activity that makes me over $10,000 an hour. And that is basically, actually I did that this weekend. I was at the Titanium Mastermind, and during the Mastermind, I had a chance to speak in front of around 50 people. And during a 2-hour speech, I offer my product, which sells for $2,000. $2,000 product, spoke for about 2 hours, and I sold 30 units. $60,000 in sales for 2 hours of speaking. That's $15,000 an hour. Now that is a very, very high income producing activity. 2 hours makes $60,000. Basically, it means for the rest of the month, if I want, I could work on priceless activities. And that is the goal here. We want to do priceless activities. What's priceless activities? Well, that's spending time with family, doing stuff that really matters, the stuff that's really important. And to me, that is family. That is Sally. That's my wife. That's priceless activities. And I want to do more of those. But in order to spend more time on priceless activity, I had to look at producing or working on the highest income producing activity possible. So therefore, I could bring in a lot of money and don't have to work so many hours at it. See, that's the problem. Most people, their income producing activity is a job. But the thing is, a job only pays so much. That's why you got to work 40 hours a week at it in order to produce enough income so you can do your priceless activity. And your priceless activity ends up going basically two days a weekend, and 2 weeks a year of vacation. That is your priceless activity. And for me, I don't go for that kind of crap, all right? I want 2 hours a day on average, and the rest of the time off. I want multiple travel, multiple vacation, that kind of stuff, right? So in order to do that, you need to work on income producing activity that pays you at the highest level. And online, there's a few things. So look at what you're doing for income and ask yourself, is this activity, can you improve it? Can I go higher? Or you're making money online, look at the activity you're doing and ask how much is this paying per hour versus how much that's paying per hour. And then always work on the highest one, all right? So this is why I structure every single way. This is why I have writers on my blogs, because I want to make more than $500 an hour, basically. That's it, okay? I'm doing activity that paid me over $1,000 up to over $10,000 an hour. And that's what you need to do. If you want to make the big money online, that's what you need to do, all right? Hope that helps you guys. Just give me a thumbs up if you like that. Subscribe to my channel, John Chow from JohnChow.com. I'll see you guys on the next episode.